right, Team K, welcome to week 12. This is going to be a pretty busy week here, so here's some highlights of what's going to happen. I expect to put in a lot of effort this week. This is going to be our final push for completion of the SDD. There's also a all-hands meeting scheduled for 7 p.m. Wednesday. There's no team feedback this week, but you will have team feedback due by week 14, and there's a final exam next week, so FYI. All right, so we have 2 action items. Only one is really known. The first one is our SDD views. We're going to continue with those, and that's going to be due Thursday, and then we'll have a round 2, which will be due by Saturday, and that's going to be determined. So for what we do know, we're going to be working on what we were doing last week with our classes. We need to resolve each one of Brother Wild's comments and concerns. Make sure that your classes and descriptions are complete. You might have thought of some new things with regards to them. Please add them if you feel it's necessary. Brother Wild did mention that he didn't feel that any of the classes were entirely complete, so just keep that in mind. Make sure when you're using our SRS naming conventions, for example, TDL app instead of the to-do list app, and make sure that each one of your sections has a title. If you don't know what to name it, just go down to somebody else's who's already named theirs and use the same format. As far as formatting goes, that is probably where the bulk of our effort is going to go. We need to make sure that we're using the same color blue for all the classes and tables. We're using the Garamond 12-point font. There's a couple places where italics is all right, but don't use it exclusively. And if you have any doubt, just look at other sections in the SDD to make sure that you're being consistent with the same formatting. We're going to send a formatter at the very end, but we're expected to do the bulk of it ourselves so we can get things done. So our assignments are exactly as they were last week. We got Chris and Mackenzie working on the calendar view, and we have Alex and Aldo working on the security view. Okay, round 2, like I said, it's going to be determined. That pending on the feedback that we get. That should be coming Friday night. Same resources as last week. Alright guys, if you have any questions, let me know. This is our last hurrah.